Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's having a very beautiful day today. My name is Larry Dockery. Quick introduction about myself. I am a graduate from Southern Nazarene University. I played college football at Southern Nazarene University also. Upon graduation, I jumped right into high school football coaching at Crooked Oak High School in Oklahoma City. After 2 seasons coaching there, I was called to play a little professional indoor arena football in Abilene, Texas, where I was the quarterback there for 4 seasons. After 4 seasons, I decided my playing career was over, so I jumped into the college rankings, which I'm currently doing now. I'm currently a wide receiver coach over at McMurray University, where I've been for the past 6 years. I reside in Abilene, Texas, and I'm married and I have a family of four. Today's presentation is going to be over violent and aggressive athletes in today's sports world. I want to first start my presentation off by saying I pretty much totally disagree with any form of violence, not even just in sports, but just in society. Um, Sports is something that, we all love, we all have played, we all enjoy, and it's pretty unfortunate for our youth of today with some of the examples that are being set. In the paper I wrote, one of the bad examples I used was Aaron Hernandez. Aaron Hernandez, he had a history, of violence going all the way back into his college days at the University of Florida. Aaron Hernandez was caught with weapons on campus. He was getting into multiple fights, in clubs and bars. And, I used him as an example because he was a pretty good athlete. I want to take away from his athletic ability, but the violence and aggression that he's shown, throughout his playing career really came back to bite him in the butt a little bit later on in his professional career. I use him as an example because of his athletic ability, a lot of that stuff was swept under the rug, and he went on and got drafted by the New England Patriots, and he kind of gave them a bad name for themselves. While he won Super Bowls and he's pretty much all pro tight end for them. Um, he was also charged with murder, probably roughly about a year or two ago, which wasn't really a good look, for the organization, and once again, it wasn't a good look for the youth that look up to him. I use Barry Sanders also as a great example in my paper about a man who was humble. He was a great athlete. To me, he's probably one of the top five best running backs to ever play the game. But Barry Sanders had a real humbleness about himself. Barry Sanders scored touchdowns and just handed the ball back to the referee, you know, and showed kids, an example of, nonviolence. He wasn't very aggressive. He played hard, but at the same time, he didn't demonstrate some of the things and some of the acts that we see in today's sports world. Um, you have guys, in basketball and NBA games. I remember Ron Artest maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. He get a bad call during a game, and next thing you know, it's an all-out brawl on national TV. And that stuff like that just can't happen. We don't need violence at all, and it starts, with kids at an early age. Kids need to know coming in, they need to be set. An example needs to be set for them, from the gate, because that's how they're going to grow up and they're going to grow on, to set examples and be leaders. We need more leaders in today's society. We don't have enough leaders these days. These kids look up to all these athletes, and whether it be hockey, baseball, football, basketball, whatever the sport may be, we need to set better example for these kids. Me as a coach myself, I need to set, a great example for, the kids I have in my meeting rooms, these little league coaches, it starts there. They don't need to see parents fighting. They don't need to see players fighting. They don't need to see any of that. They need to see, shaking hands, showing sportsmanship, um, getting along with each other, and overall, just people just setting great examples so that they can grow up and be able to give back to their communities and show, another kid, that, hey, it's not about being violent. It's not about, flexing up on people or, showing violent acts or being a tough guy. It's not about that type of stuff. It's about, getting along, enjoying the game, and, just being blessed. So I just wanted to, spend some time and encourage, and let everybody know it's not all about being violent, right? And that's just in society, you know. Um, we need more leaders. If anything I got out of this paper and doing research and looking at all these different forms of violence and all these different sports and reading all these stories, we just need more leaders, from top to bottom. And I believe one player at a time, things will get better. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. You guys take care.